Hello friends, I am happy to welcome on this short webinar by Mr. Biman Gandhi on Mindset of Business Owner. We have been planning for this webinar for quite some time and I am happy that we finally have the pleasure of having Mr. Gandhi talking on this very intriguing subject. I also take pleasure in introducing Mr. Biman Gandhi. Mr. Gandhi, considered to be one of the industry experts, has had a glorious career with some of the large Indian companies and Fortune 100 multinationals. During his illustrious career, he has served in wide range of industry and multiple profiles. Besides his own business coaching company by the name of Neelman Consultants, he is also serving as a honorary mentor with the Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust, one of the NGOs which promotes entrepreneurship. Besides being business coach, he also acts as a management consultant with few companies as well as CEO for Sancuro. Biman also features as speaker in some of the conferences or as an expert in the panel or even sometimes moderating the panel discussions. Biman Gandhi is known for his outstanding workshop series on business critical skills such as art of negotiation, excellence in sales, pricing strategy, business decision making, customer centricity, and many more. Biman, thank you for accepting our invite and sparing the time for this short webinar. Let's get started.
All right, thank you very much for that nice little introduction, and I think that is sufficient for the time being. Let's begin with this short webinar on developing mindset of a business owner. I welcome you all. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or maybe good evening to some of you, depending on from wherever you have joined. Welcome to this webinar. This is one of the webinars that we have been, planning and promoting for quite some time. So I really thank you for taking your time to join us at Wire Pitch. The topic that we decided to talk about is developing the mindset of a business owner. And this topic has been in the center of my thoughts and my talks for past few months. And there is a reason behind it. The background behind it is very, very simple. For last 4 years or so, I have been interacting with lots of businessmen and of course businesswomen whose business is at various levels. When I say different levels, they are either startup or they have just established their new businesses. Some of the experienced business owners, some of the top business leaders whom have been interacting with, obviously as part of my profession, which is business coaching, I have been very, very observant. So today's talk is basically a combination of my thoughts around what the mindset of business owner is and some of my observations. There are lots of business and some of them are very, very successful, and there are some which are not so successful. There are a number of businesses which are rapidly growing as an organization, but at the same time there are a great number of businesses which are kind of stagnant and they are not growing beyond a point. The same is the case with a lot of startups. Nowadays we hear a lot about startups, but the case is not very different for startups also. Some of the startups are really flying very high, but on the other hand, unfortunately, majority of them fail to take off. So being an NLP practitioner and a business coach, and more significantly, having seen various organizations and being part of their growth stories, I have managed to collect some observations, and those observations and my ideas of how things can differently be in order to take your business from where it is today to where it should be tomorrow. So when I look at this and when I segregate my observations, the obvious thing that come to my mind is there must be some obvious differentiators on the level playing field, because the level playing field is common for everybody, isn't it? And when we talk about those differentiators, I like to term them as key success factors. So that is something that we are going to cover in today's topic as well. What I have also come to an understanding is that apart from those key success factors, there is a mindset of a person which is largely responsible for various degrees of success that they achieve in their respective business. Now the obvious question is, how do we look at the mindset, or what the bloody mindset is? And if we understood what the mindset is, the next obvious question would be, are there any different types of mindsets which separates a successful business person from a not so successful business person? So let me attempt to explain what I think around this question. So if we talk about the mindset alone, mindset is nothing but a combination of our beliefs, our values, our behaviors, and the attitudes. When we talk about the belief or the belief system, belief is something that we conclude and assume that it is there, or something that we have not seen but we have concluded it exists. So this is what we understand as belief, isn't it? Talking about the value, as we all understand, values are primarily what we call in India are our sanskar, or the sanskar or the values are generally inherited from our surroundings, and that surrounding is nothing but our family, our parents, grandparents, or even from our immediate circle of influence, which is friends and colleagues. Behavior is something which which is the way in which one acts or conducts himself or herself, especially towards others. And attitude, which is also part of the mindset, is our tendencies to respond to a situation in a particular way. So if we put belief, value, behavior, and attitude, basically that constitutes the mindset. Now, each one of us have belief, each one of us have values. We also demonstrate certain behavior and we exhibit certain types of attitude. Then why are we, so different when it comes to our business or profession or any walk of our life? This, of course, is not a spiritual class. So let me put a disclaimer. So it's not a spiritual class talking about the mindset and talking about, this belief value system. But we are, strictly going to focus on the different mindsets. So our mind, spiritually it says, the spiritual people always said mind is nothing but the projection of all what is happening in our brain. So brain is simply an organ, but our mind is something which is reflecting everything all the time. The results that we produce every day is of course coming from the actions that we perform, because without action there can't be any result. And I think everybody would agree. This is something that we studied in our elementary school level itself. So every result is an outcome of the actions that we perform. But behind every action that we perform, it is coming from the combination of the same thing which I talked about, which are values, beliefs, behavior, and attitude. And that's where the mindset is responsible. And that's why we are going to focus a little bit more deeply on the mindset. In my opinion, mindset is one's ability to use their mind to their advantage, isn't it? By maintaining the positive and forward-thinking thoughts, we create a forward-thinking mind that solves the problem or sees a possibility. And business, or any profession for that matter, is all about seeing an opportunity, seeing a possibility. This is especially very, very important during high stress times in life, which often involve a rapid growth financially or professionally or personally. Now, in context of a business or a profession, let us try to understand two different types of mindset. And let me just pull out a slide here. I think there is a bit of delay here. So in the context of any business or a profession that we are in, I like to believe that there are two broad categories of fixed mindset and another one is a growth mindset. We'll of course not go into the theories of what fixed mindset and what growth mindset is, but I think it would be very easy for us to understand them by the symptoms of what a fixed mindset is and what a growth mindset is. The fixed mindset symptoms are typically, one of them is stubborn thinking, another one is sticking to what we know, or sometimes it is avoiding or running away from the challenges, sometimes feeling threatened about certain things, and our innate behavior of resisting the change. Now, these are the symptoms of people with a fixed mindset. Talking about stubborn thinking, when people are latched on to what they think is right and they are not able to change their position despite having good reasons behind changing, but they continue holding on to their position. We always term them as adiyal hai, ya fir we call it they have a stubborn thinking. They typically never yield to any argument. When they are left with no argument, they simply go in silence. And you will notice in their body language. And generally, that body language is of a person with close-minded. Second thing, which is sticking to what they know. We often come across people, or maybe we are one of those people who think that they have known everything they needed to know to conduct their business or profession, and there is no scope of new knowledge, and they are not really accommodative about the new changes or the things. People who are constantly avoiding challenges, this is typically a problem of a lot of people. After certain age, we develop this attitude of confining ourselves to situations which are not challenging to us. We try to avoid people, we try to even avoid things that are uncomfortable to us. But that's not how you actually solve the problem or the challenge. Problems or challenges can be solved only by going closer to them and embracing them. Because the moment you go closer to the problem, the size of the problem obviously gets reduced and you are able to solve them. People who constantly are under this feeling of getting threatened, this has something to do with the sense of security. They are people who are continuously in an insecure sort of mindset. The moment you see someone within your environment who you think could be harmful to your position, your status, or your well-being, be it a colleague or even a competitor, we start getting into the shell. So this is another symptom of a person with fixed mindset. This is different from avoiding challenges, though. It's completely a different kind of characteristic. And resistance to the change. We almost every day hear about this topic. Change is always a constantly spoken and talked about topic. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. But resisting to change is basically, it's our diminishing ability. Here very clearly, it's our diminishing ability over a period of time. We were never like this. When we were child and we were dependent on our environment, on our mother or parents, we constantly had that urge to grow. And our growth, over a period of time, after we attain the adulthood, that ability of growing slowly diminishes. And that is where the whole thing creeps in. Talking about the growth mindset symptoms, they are open about almost everything. The person with growth mindset, we often use this phrase about someone, isn't it? That he or she is very open-minded. What it essentially means is that the person is very, very receptive to new ideas, or he is someone who is willing to try things or consider different approaches. People who are hungry for new learning, it is exactly opposite to what is there on the fixed mindset, which is sticking to what they know. But when people are hungry to know new things, they are opening up new possibilities for them. People with growth mindset fundamentally believe that learning is an ongoing journey, and there is no final destination. Not only that, but they also believe that it is learning only which can take them to a next level. People who have a growth mindset typically are identified with these characteristics. They are the ones who are constantly confronting the uncertainty. Uncertainty is the major contributor to our motivation levels, or it is something that is demotivating us most of the time to a lot of people. They easily lose when they are confronted with the uncertainty, people who are losing their zeal or enthusiasm are the ones who are with the fixed mindset. But the people who challenge the uncertainty or develop a liking towards confronting the uncertainty, I think they possess a very good growth mindset. Seeing an opportunity. Now, this is not normal for a lot of people. People with growth mindset, they often have their ears or their sensory organs trained to hear opportunity whenever they see a problem. Now, it is not always that they find opportunity in every problem, but their sensory organs are so very well tuned that they constantly evaluate every situation and figure out where the right opportunities are, and then they take the actions accordingly. And it is exactly opposite, which is resisting to change. People with growth mindset are the ones who are actually driving the change. They are the part and parcel of every single change. Every change that happens, the change that has to happen, let's say at the shop floor level or at a corner of an operations, it actually begins in the mind first. And that's why mindset is important. And that's why the growth mindset is important. So by looking at these symptoms of fixed and growth mindset, please analyze and determine which side are you on. If you are on the left side, which is fixed mindset, or partially on the right side, which is growth mindset at certain times, I think the good news is that you can all develop the growth mindset consciously by taking actions. And believe me, they are not very hard or tough actions.